The fairy tale is over. The reality TV power couple that made us believe in love, that showed us what a WWE marriage could look like, that built an empire together on camera and off, has just imploded in the most devastating way possible. The Miz has filed for divorce from Maryse, and the reason? She was allegedly caught in a compromising situation with a former WWE superstar. This isn't just another celebrity breakup, this is the complete destruction of everything fans thought they knew about one of wrestling's most beloved couples. Before we dive deep into this absolute bombshell that's rocking the wrestling world right now, we have a quick request for you. We are constantly working to improve our content to earn your love and support. That's why we would truly appreciate it if you could take a moment to leave a like on this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell icon so you never miss an update here on Wrestling Zone Insider. Now, let's talk about how everything fell apart. Mike the Miz Mizanin and Maryse Elliott weren't just another wrestling couple, they were the couple. From the moment they got together, they represented something special in the WWE universe. The Miz, the brash, confident superstar who turned reality TV fame into a legitimate wrestling career, and Maryse, the stunning former Divas champion who could hold her own both in and out of the ring. Together, they were unstoppable. Their relationship played out like a Hollywood movie. They met in WWE, their chemistry was undeniable, and when The Miz proposed to Maryse in 2013, fans around the world celebrated. Their 2014 wedding in the Bahamas looked like something out of a dream. But it wasn't just about the glamorous wedding photos and red carpet appearances. This couple built a brand together. They starred in reality shows, raised two beautiful daughters, and became one of the most recognizable power couples in all of sports entertainment. Trivia question for the comments: do you remember what year The Miz and Maryse got married? Drop your answer below. The couple's chemistry extended beyond their personal lives and into their professional careers. When Maryse returned to WWE programming to manage The Miz, it wasn't just good television, it was magic. She elevated his character, added a new dimension to his persona, and together they became must-see TV. Their segments were some of the most entertaining content WWE had to offer. Whether they were hosting their own talk show segments or interfering in matches, The Miz and Maryse were television gold. But behind the scenes, according to sources close to the situation, things weren't as picture-perfect as they appeared on our screens. Multiple insiders have suggested that the cracks in their marriage had been forming for months, possibly even years. The constant travel, the demands of maintaining their reality TV presence, and the pressures of raising a family in the public eye allegedly took their toll on the relationship. Then came the alleged incident that would change everything. According to reports that have emerged from sources within WWE and close to the couple, Maryse was allegedly caught in what has been described as a compromising situation with a former WWE superstar. The identity of this superstar has become the subject of intense speculation and debate across social media platforms and wrestling forums worldwide. While no official confirmation has been made about who this person is, the rumor mill is churning at full speed. Trivia question: can you name 3 former WWE superstars that Maryse worked with during her time in the company? Let us know in the comments. The Miz, upon learning of the alleged infidelity, reportedly wasted no time in filing for divorce. Legal documents were submitted, and what was once wrestling's golden couple is now heading for one of the most high-profile splits the industry has ever seen. Friends close to The Miz describe him as devastated and blindsided by the situation. This is a man who built his entire public persona around his family, who frequently spoke about how much his wife and daughters meant to him, and who seemed to have it all figured out. The timing of this divorce filing has sent shockwaves through not just the WWE universe but the entire entertainment industry. The Miz and Maryse were supposed to be different. They were supposed to be the couple that made it work despite all the challenges that come with life in professional wrestling. They were role models for other performers trying to balance career and family. And now, all of that has come crashing down in spectacular fashion. What makes this situation even more complex is the business empire the couple built together. Their reality show Miz and Mrs. on USA Network gave fans an intimate look into their lives, showing them as loving parents and partners who could make each other laugh through any situation. The show was successful, pulling in solid ratings and becoming a fan favorite. But now, with divorce proceedings underway, what happens to the show? What happens to the brand they've spent years building? The financial implications alone are staggering. When you're dealing with two people who have both had successful wrestling careers, reality TV contracts, endorsement deals, and various business ventures, a divorce settlement can become incredibly complicated. Add in the fact that they have children together and shared properties, and you're looking at a legal situation that could drag on for months or even years. But beyond the money and the business dealings, there's the human element that we can't ignore. 2 daughters will now grow up in a broken home. A man who believed in his marriage is dealing with alleged betrayal. A woman's reputation is being dissected and debated by millions of people online. This is real life, with real consequences, playing out on a public stage. The wrestling community's reaction has been mixed. Some fans have expressed heartbreak over the split, mourning the loss of what they saw as relationship goals. Others have taken sides, with some defending The Miz and calling out the alleged infidelity, while others urge caution and remind everyone that we don't know the full story. And then there are those who are simply eager for more details, hungry for information about who the other superstar might be. Social media has exploded with theories, accusations, and speculation. Every former WWE superstar who ever appeared on screen with Maryse is now being scrutinized. Old photos are being dug up and analyzed. Past interactions are being re-examined through a new lens. It's become a full-blown investigation by internet detectives, some of whom have too much time on their hands and are making wild accusations without any basis in fact. Trivia question: The Miz won his first WWE Championship in which year? Test your knowledge in the comments. What's particularly interesting about this situation is how it differs from other wrestling divorces we've seen over the years. The business has seen its share of relationship drama, from on-screen angles that became real-life situations to marriages that crumbled under the pressure of the road. But The Miz and Maryse seem different. They seem to have figured out the formula for making it work. They had successfully transitioned from active competitors to reality TV stars while maintaining their connection to WWE. They appeared to have the perfect balance. Also, we thought. Now, as details continue to emerge, we're left wondering what we really knew about this couple at all. Were the cracks always visible and we just chose not to see them? Were there signs that fans missed because they were so invested in the fairy tale? Or did something genuinely unexpected happen that nobody could have predicted? The alleged involvement of another former WWE superstar adds a layer of intrigue that has the wrestling world buzzing. If these allegations are true, it means that someone who likely knew The Miz personally, who may have been friends with him or at least cordial colleagues, crossed a line that can never be uncrossed. The betrayal wouldn't just be from Maryse, it would be from someone within the wrestling family. That's the kind of thing that can create lasting tension and drama within the industry. WWE itself has remained silent on the matter, which is to be expected. This is a personal situation involving former talent, and the company typically doesn't comment on the private lives of performers unless absolutely necessary. However, you can bet that executives are watching this situation closely, especially given the reality show connection and the potential impact on USA Network programming. The Miz, for his part, has not made any public statements since the divorce filing became public knowledge. Those close to him say he's focusing on his daughters and trying to maintain some sense of normalcy during this incredibly difficult time. He's reportedly leaning on close friends within the wrestling business, people who understand the unique pressures and challenges that come with life in the spotlight. As for Maryse, sources suggest she's consulting with legal counsel and preparing for what could be a contentious divorce proceeding. Whether the allegations are true or not, her reputation has already taken a hit in the court of public opinion. The wrestling community can be unforgiving, and once accusations like this are made, they tend to stick regardless of what the truth actually is. This situation raises important questions about privacy, celebrity culture, and the price of fame. When you build your brand around your relationship, when you invite cameras into your home and share intimate moments with millions of viewers, what happens when that relationship falls apart? Can you separate the public persona from the private reality? And should the public have access to every detail of what went wrong? Looking ahead, both The Miz and Maryse will need to rebuild and reimagine their lives separately. The Miz still has a career with WWE, either as an active performer or in some other capacity. He's proven himself to be one of the most versatile and valuable talents in the company's history. But how does this personal crisis affect his professional life? Will we see it play out on television? Will WWE address it at all? For Maryse, the road forward is perhaps even more uncertain. Her connection to WWE has primarily been through her husband in recent years. While she could potentially return to television in some capacity, the circumstances of this split may complicate that possibility. And then there's the question of the reality show and whether she would continue to be involved or if that chapter of her life is now permanently closed. Final trivia question: how many times has The Miz won the Intercontinental Championship? Put your answer in the comments section. Before we wrap up, we want to remind you once again to show your support for Wrestling Zone Insider. If you've made it this far in the video, we know you're passionate about wrestling news and updates. Help us continue bringing you the latest breaking news by hitting that like button, subscribing to the channel, and turning on notifications so you never miss a story. The dissolution of The Miz and Maryse marriage represents more than just another celebrity divorce. It represents the end of an era, the destruction of an image that many fans held dear, and a reminder that even the most seemingly perfect relationships can fall apart. As this story continues to develop, we'll be here to bring you all the updates, all the details, and all the analysis you need. This is a developing situation, and we encourage everyone to remember that there are real people, real emotions, and real children involved. While it's natural to be curious and to want answers, it's also important to approach this with empathy and understanding. Marriages end for countless reasons, and rarely is any situation as simple as it first appears. What do you think about this shocking development? Are you surprised by the news? Do you believe the allegations? And what do you think this means for both The Miz and Maryse moving forward? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. This is the kind of story that has the wrestling community divided, and we want to hear from all sides. The fairy tale is over, but the story is far from finished. Stay tuned to Wrestling Zone Insider for all the latest updates on this developing situation.